And under item 3, I will entertain a motion to open the hearing. That's the public hearing to hear comments and concerns on the disposal of city-owned real estate and the method of disposal. Adam, would you like to address that? Oh, okay, well, go ahead and open that. We'll have to have a motion for that.
Make motion to open public hearing.
Is there a second to that?
Second.
Call the vote.
Councilman Brennan?
Yes.
Frederick?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Johnston?
Yes.
Motion carried.
For some time, I've been discussing that we have been moving forward with property just outside of the north gate of the Oakland Cemetery. Tonight is the time and place that's been set for discussion on the proposed sale of that piece of property and the actual method of doing it. I have prepared 2 different methods for the consideration for the people to speak about this evening. That is a public auction method and a sealed bid method.
Is there any public input to the hearing? There being none, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
So moved.
Is there a second to that?
Second.
We'll call the vote. Sandy?
Councilman Brennan?
Yes.
Frederick?
Yes.
Hanson?
Yes.
Johnston?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Then we have to discuss to choose between B or C, which is consideration of the resolution 2009-07, resolution providing public notice on vacating property located in the city of Sac City and authorizing disposal thereof by public auction. And then C is the alternative consideration of resolution number 2009-08 entitled Resolution Providing Public Notice on Vacating Property Located in the City of Sac City, Iowa, and Authorizing Disposal thereof by Sealed Bids. So we have to discuss which choice we want to proceed, and you have copies of those in your packets.
Can you kind of give us pros and cons, Adam?
Well, what you're going to be dealing with a sale by public auction, a sale by public auction, is you're going to be dealing with a situation where we're going to have to open it up into of course, a public auction scenario. One of the drawbacks to that is, of course, the competitive activity of a public auction could actually reduce the amount of return on investment that we can have. There's more variable available for the fact that you may not get an equitable value out of the property. A second issue is that there is a min that we want to recover for the cost of preparing the property for sale and the actual transfer of doing so. A sealed bid process gives us some written guarantees by the bidders that they will be responsible for those fees, whereas in a public auction setting, we can set mins, but sometimes that can be a little bit more complicated on how that works around the ultimate min bid. I mean, if you're dealing with an issue where the min is $1,000, you have somebody bidding $700 across it, you have a $1,700 bid. Sometimes you can get into confusions, and when you don't have that in writing, it can become a little more difficult to deal with.
On a sealed bid, can we put a minimum too?
Yes. I'm actually suggesting that the sealed bid process might be a little bit better of a process for us at this time.
Probably cheaper too.
Right, and we can also cover it as part of the council meeting at that time.
But you think about put a minimum in on or not? Or just...
Yeah, actually, I believe the resolution includes a minimum of...
I think $1,000.
Was it $1,000?
Oh, no, that was on you.
Which covers the costs of the legal fees and...
Well, on your resolution, it doesn't have anything about a minimum. It would not include it. However, winning party cover all costs such as repairing and transferring the property in addition to the...
Correct. It's much clearer about responsibility of transfer cost. Whereas in the public auction, we just have an amount set.
Okay.
That's a sealed bid.
It says under Section 2, the successful bidder is to pay the sum of the bid together with the expenses of the publication cost of notice, abstract cost, legal cost, and filing of deed. That is covered in the sealed bid. And of course, they would have to sign off on that in their bid paperwork as part of the agreement of being a bidder.
I'd rather if we just put a minimum in on the bill instead of the cost. Because then they could bid $1 and get it, plus the cost, right?
Plus the cost, yes.
They-
Which
they-
we
okay.
anticipate the cost of going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of $500 to $800.
Okay. But on the auction, we got a minimum bid of 1,000.
Correct, that is our offset, because we raise the bar a little bit because we don't exactly know what the costs are going to be, and you want to be able to cover those costs, so that's why that $1,000 min is in there, is to cover our costs.
So the minimum bid is what they bid plus the cost. On a
In-
sealed bid.
in a sealed bid, yes.
What they bid plus they pay all those costs.
Correct. And once again, like I said, you would have it in writing, that they agree to those terms.
I guess I just moved we do the sealed bid.
I'll second it.
Roll call, Cindy.
Councilman Hanson,
Yes.
Johnston,
Yes.
Brenny,
Yes.
Frederick,
Yes.
motion carried.